Picture a street that still listens for a familiar rumble, then feels a new kind of authority roll by. This Charger returns as a deliberate statement, heavy with intent, yet tuned for modern life. It asks us to reconcile muscle mythology with contemporary expectation, to weigh raw presence against engineering nuance. Stay close, because how this car balances history and innovation will tell us more about America than about speed alone. The first steps matter. This Charger approaches like a thesis rather than a promise. Surfaces and stance recall legend, while modern joints and vents speak to functional necessity. We will interrogate whether styling is homage or evolution, and whether the engineering choices beneath that familiar skin represent sincere progress or careful marketing. Expect measured detail, not fanfare, as we test its real identity. Performance here is more than peak numbers on a spec sheet. True muscle is measured by how power is delivered under stress and over time. We will examine torquey curves, thermal management, and repeatability under hard use, because a car that only shines for one hot lap is different from one engineered to sustain pace and composure on long, demanding runs. Design negotiates history and aerodynamics. The Charger carries broad haunches and a purposeful face, but also modern airflow strategies that aid cooling and stability. Small decisions like vent geometry and splitter integration reveal intent. We will consider whether the aesthetics simply reference the past, or whether each surface serves a technical purpose that elevates performance and practicality. Sound is part ritual and part honesty for a muscle car. Exhaust tuning, intake tone, and cabin acoustics craft a narrative that either feels authentic or overly staged. We will listen in at idle, under load, and during extended cruising to judge whether the Charger's voice reflects mechanical truth or a manufactured identity tuned for attention rather than genuine driving feedback. A credible modern muscle car must reconcile mass with agility. Chassis stiffness, adaptive damping, and calibrated brakes convert brute force into usable dynamics. We will evaluate steering clarity, cornering balance, and composure over imperfect surfaces to see if the Charger can be driven hard and kept in check, or if it remains primarily a straight-line statement with compromised manners elsewhere. This car matters culturally as much as mechanically. American muscle is mythic, and buyers now demand safety, efficiency, and tech alongside bravado. Success hinges on convincing purists while appealing to new customers who value refinement. Ownership factors, service networks, resale, and long-term reliability will determine whether this Charger redefines muscle or merely rebrands a familiar story for a modern era. So is this the real return of American muscle, or a polished reinterpretation that prefers image to substance? The answer will depend on sustained testing and lived ownership. Tell us which matters more to you, raw, visceral identity, or pragmatic modern capability, and why. Share your view in the comments and explain which detail would make you write a check for a modern Charger.